How's it going, YouTube? Prisco YGO here, coming at you with another deck profile. So, this deck is not anything that has topped any recent events. At least part of it is not. And I really feel like this deck is it's definitely fun. It's nothing like super competitive. It's nothing like overly crazy or anything like that. However, it is very fun, and in my testing, it could put up some very, very fun boards. Now anybody who knows me that knows that I really love rank 4s, right? But anybody who knows me from back before my YouTube days knows that Lunalights were one of my favorite decks to play back in like 2018, 2019. So, with that being said, I have a new spicy take on Lunalights in 2021. So, let's go ahead and switch scenes here. Today I have for you Lunalight Tri-Brigade. It is a super fun, super spicy deck that can do some surprising things. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this deck profile. So starting off, we've got 3 copies of Lunalight Kaleidochick. This is your bread and butter. I've said this a million times to anybody else who wants to play Lunalights. This card is your bread and butter. Now, obviously, RIP, we don't have Lunalight Tiger anymore, but if that card ever comes off the list for whatever fucking reason, this deck's going to be broken. So yeah, this card sends Lunalight cards from your deck to your graveyard or your extra deck to your graveyard as cost, and it becomes that card's name. We don't care about that. We just like sending cards to the from the deck to the graveyard for free. Speaking of cards that are being sent from the deck to the graveyard, we are playing 2 copies of Yellow Marten. Yellow Marten is a free body on board that can special summon itself from the graveyard or from your hand just by bouncing any Lunalight card from your field back to the hand. And then on top of that, we are playing 1 Lunalight Emerald Bird. This is just for consistency reasons. And that's pretty much it for the Lunalights aspect of the monsters, at least. Next, for the Tri-Brigades, we're playing 3 copies of Tri-Brigade Fractal. This card gains you so much advantage. It's so stupid. Pitch a Fractal, right? Dump a Nerval effect. Search for Karis. Hey, you still have 5 cards in hand, and you just went +2. Yeah, this card is dumb. By the way, 2 copies of Nerval. Nerval says that when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can search for any Tri-Brigade monster and add it to your hand. Normally, you're searching for Karis or maybe Kit when that card becomes legal in the TCG. But Fractal can be sent from your hand to the graveyard to pitch any Tri-Brigade from your deck to the graveyard. So, Fractal, dump Nerval effect, search for Karis. Then, they all have the same effect on the field where you can banish Beast, Wing Beast, or Beast Warrior monsters from your graveyard to link summon a monster with a link rating equal to the number of monsters banished. So most of the time, you're going to go Karis, right? Banish these 2 to summon your link 2, which is also probably your meat and potatoes of the deck, right? So these cards are really good, and that's pretty much it for the Tri-Brigade monsters. Once we get Kit, things are going to change. Next, we are playing a Blackwing package. I was playing Gale the Whirlwind in here at one point, but for what I'm trying to accomplish, I don't like the fact that it's a level 3. So, going into the Blackwings, we are playing 3 copies of Bora the Spear, and that's because it's not a hard once per turn for you to special summon it from your hand. On top of that, we are playing 2 copies of Zephyros the Elite. The reason why I'm playing 2 other than 1 is because seeing it in my hand, it's kind of nice. Seeing multiples in my hand, no, not really. Most of the time, we're summoning this off of Wise Tricks, and you already know that combo because I've gone over it a million times. But Zephyros is a really, really strong card to be able to just bounce any of your cards back to your hand and then summon itself, and then summon any of your Blackwing cards pretty much for free. We're also playing 1 Krista Krakadon. If I had another one, I might be playing 2, but it's okay. We're also playing 1 Singing Lanius because we are going into Force Tricks, and this is a free body that you can search and special summon it right away because you have an Xyz on the field. And that's pretty much that. We are playing 3 Danger Mothman just because it's a level 4. I thought about playing Chupacabra as well, but if Chupacabra gets gets sniped out of the hand when you activate its effect, well, you just went neg-1, and it's really not worth it. Just play the Mothman, because yes, even though Mothman allows your opponent to dig, you get to dig no matter which effect which effect you happen to trigger. All right, so Mothman is definitely very nice in this version of the deck. For the rest of the monsters, we are playing 1 Mist Valley Apex Avian and 1 Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. Big chicken go burr, or small chicken go kinda burr? Not really. Just stops your opponent from doing things. For hand traps, we're playing 3 Ash Blossom and 3 DD Crow. DD Crow just because it fits the typing aspect of this deck, being a winged beast, and Ash because it's just generic Ash Blossom, you know, stop your opponent from searching. For the spells, we are playing 3 Tenki. Tenki is really nice. Search for literally whatever you're missing out of the deck. You need a Fractal? Go search for your Fractal. You need a Lunalight Kaleido Chick? Go search for your Kaleido Chick. You want to, for some fucking reason, search for a fucking Emerald Bird? Search for your fucking Emerald Bird. This card is very versatile. And it can be bounced off of Zephyros so that you can continue comboing off. And then you have a follow-up play for next turn as well. For the rest of the spells, we are playing 3 Lunalight Perfume. I was playing 2 copies of Foolish Burial Goods, but in testing, Foolish Burial Goods being a neg-1 where you really need card advantage in order for you to continue comboing off actually hurts quite a lot. So I feel like playing this just the 3 Perfume with the 1 Serenade Dance as the only trap that we're running in here is perfectly fine, and it does what you need it to do. And then just to round off the spells, we're playing 1 Foolish Burial and 1 Soul Shave Force. And that's it for the 40 card deck. For the extra deck, we are playing 2 copies of Tri-Brigade Fairjit, the Baron Blossom. This is another one of those cards. It's just your bread and butter. You need to summon this off of your Karis. You can special summon any card from your hand for free, and by the time you make your Appaloosa for 3, then you still haven't used your normal summon. This card is really good, and on top of that, once it gets linked away for Appaloosa, you're digging for more cards, which really, really fucking helps. We're also playing 1 Rugal, the Silver Sheller, and 2 copies of Ominous Omen. Ominous can be cut down to 1 if you really don't see yourself making it that often, but I kind of like 2 because in a grind game, this card can really shut down your opponent from doing anything, especially in conjunction with Rugal. So I think that 2 is perfectly fine. Again, play with the ratios however you want. For the rest of the links, we are playing 1 Wise Tricks, and that's literally just so that you can go into your Soul Shave Force combo. Again, I don't think I need to explain that. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know that I try to fit this into almost any deck that I can fit it into because it's really nice. And honestly, I feel like this is the best version to do it in. 1 Simord Bird of Sovereignty, so you can summon your big chicken or your small chicken. It really just depends. 1 Appaloosa, because Appaloosa is a wind, and even though it's a fairy, having that out by the 5th summon is really strong. 1 Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. This, again, can be cut for whatever you want. I personally like this so that I can protect my barrier statue. In certain conditions where you don't make your Appaloosa, you can make this very easily. For the XYZs, we are playing 2 Force Tricks with the 1 Infinity. Again, literally just for Soul Shave. 1 Zeus, 1 Dweller, and 1 Tornado Dragon, and that is going to wrap up this deck profile. I will do a quick combo tutorial for you. All you really need is a Fractal, or a way to get to Fractal, which there's plenty. A Kaleido Chick, or a way to get to Kaleido Chick, which, again, there's plenty. And 1 more extender. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle up real quick and just grab 2 random cards. See, the whole point of this deck is doing a lot of 2 and 3 card combos, with the entire deck being a combo pieces and extenders. So yes, it's not always going to be consistent, but once you learn where you need to do certain things, you'll understand what I mean when I do the combo. Opening another Bora in a DD Crow, this is perfectly fine. We're going to put these down here, right? So first, we're going to go ahead and activate Fractal. Fractal is going to pitch our Nerval. Nerval's effect is going to search for our Karis. Now look at that, 5 cards in hand, right? Now we can go ahead and use Karis, right? Special summon it by pitching whatever else we don't need, right? So in this case, we have 2 Bora, so just pitch one of the Boras. Or if you want to keep these as extenders, pitch this DD Crow. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast that you can pitch off of Karis in your hand that is not Kaleido Chick, you're fine. All right, so we'll pitch the DD Crow in this instance. Now we'll use the Karis effect, banish 2, and go ahead and make our Frigid. Now we can use Frigid's effect to special summon our Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick effect, send for cost. And we will send, where are you? Where are you? Our Yellow Martin. Right? So this is where the combo can be a little finicky. It really just depends on what else you have in hand. Okay. But now you can use your Yellow Martin effect in Grave, bounce the Kaleido Chick back to your hand, and now you're going to go ahead and link 4. Yellow Martin will be banished into your Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. She will have 3 negates on her, and now Frigid's effect can go ahead and activate, allowing you to draw a card and then put a card back on the bottom of the deck, right? So right here, not the greatest top deck in the world, but that's still perfectly fine because we can go ahead and put this right back, or depending on what the rest of our hand is looking like, if we happen to get this in our hand, then we can put back a Bora and we'll have other options for us to go off into, okay? So right here, just based on what I have, I actually kind of like the idea of putting back a Bora. And now I can go Nerval, right? Nerval effect, banish 2 more, and go into our Wise Tricks, right? Now Wise Tricks effect is going to activate. It's going to allow us to summon our Zephyros to the field, right? The other combo, the other way to do this combo, rather than doing this, would be to normal summon the Kaleido Chick and then dump. But because we do need certain extenders and we do rely on our draws very, very heavily, right? Normal summoning the Nerval is actually better in this case because it just allows us to keep going. So now that we have a Blackwing Zephyros on the field, we can special summon this Bora. We can go ahead and overlay these 2. And we can go into our Force Tricks. Now we can use Force Tricks' effect, dump the Zephyros, search for another Bora because it's not once per turn, and that's going to trigger our Wise Tricks. Go ahead and grab this and set it to the field. Now we can go ahead and use Bora the Spear to bounce this Nerval back to our hand. Go ahead and link these off. Make our Simorgh Bird of Sovereignty. Special summon this Bora again. And we can make our Cyber Dragon wow. Nope. Nope. Make our Abyss Dweller. Activate the Soul Shave Force. Pay half our life points. Then go into Cyber Dragon Infinity. That's where I was going crazy. Okay, and now during the end phase, we can go ahead and use Simorgh to summon pretty much whatever we want out of the deck. And in this case, if I don't see myself being able to protect the barrier statue, well then I might just go for my giant chicken. And if I feel like having another negate isn't going to do me much justice, just go for this. Especially if I think my opponent's not going to have a way to out it. Okay, so with that being said, I've got 4 negates, right? I still have a complete shutdown of my opponent's graveyard, locking them into wind monsters, and I have 2 follow-up cards for next turn. Okay? The deck is nice. We put up the Appaloosa by the 5th summon, which is actually pretty cool. But this deck does have a downside. All right? This deck really does have a downside. The downside is you're relying on your draws to be absolutely amazing. Right? Yes, you can make Appaloosa on the 5th summon without using your normal summon, but that draw that you're getting off of that Frigid, or the draw that you're getting off of your Mothman, or whatever that you're drawing cards off of within this deck, you really need them to be damn near perfect, which is why I still don't think that this deck is complete. With that being said, if anybody has any suggestions to possibly make this deck a little bit better, I'm willing to hear it. Go ahead and leave your comments down in the comment section below. Leave your suggestions in my Discord. The link will be down in the description below as well. And feel free to take this deck to your locals, play with it, mess with the ratios a little bit, and see how you like it, right? I really want to see Lunalights being played in 2021. I played this at my locals yesterday, and I came in 7th place. Not horrible, not really good either. Okay, so guys, that's it for the deck profile and a combo tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and continue streaming, which if you haven't noticed, I am currently live on Twitch at the time of recording this video. And you guys should stop by sometime. Go ahead, follow the Twitch. It's going to be, again, in the description below. Follow me on all my other social medias. And if you want to know when I'm going live, join the Discord so that you can get more notifications and updates as to what I'm doing on a daily basis, as well as following all the tournaments that are happening within my community. All right? Big thank you again for being here. Remember, you matter. Stay hydrated. I love you all. Have a nice night, and deuces.